What's good, Eidolon Nation? Berserker Bahamut back again, and this time in honor of my as a gift to my grandma as a late birthday present, I'm going to present to you guys my top 5 elders. Number 5, Impa from The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword. Okay, Impa, she's very athletic and all. That she's very wise and they know what they always say: respect your elders. This one you really ought to respect because she guided Zelda throughout the game in order to become as the spirit maiden of sorts. Also, she guides you in order to defeat the Imprisoned, aka Lord Demise, which is basically the villain before Ganondorf ever existed. Well, other than that, not that much known. Even though she clearly looks pretty good looking in her younger form, but Impa elder form, dang, that's a wise woman. Just gotta say. Number 4. Yes, that guy. I would have to say for number 4 would be Yoda. How could you not have Yoda on this list? He's one of the most iconic elders in history. He trained Luke Skywalker. He chose Anakin Skywalker, but Anakin rejected his destiny by becoming Darth Vader. Also, Yoda, he freaking may be small, but he's freaking agile with a lightsaber. Let's just say you don't want to be on the angry side of Yoda. Strong with this one, the Force is. Oh, God. Yoda. That guy knows how to pick a fight. Number 3. Oh, yes. Number 3 would honestly have to be Rama. Yeah, that Rama. From Final Fantasy as an old Thunder Summon. Where you got his Magicite in Final Fantasy VI and various other Final Fantasy games that he used to be in. But past number 10, he never really was in any other Final Fantasy game. From number 10 and onwards, he was never in a Final Fantasy game. His run only lasted from probably number 2 to number 9. As far as I know. You should keep respect for Rama. I mean, seriously. You may be feeling a bit of a jolt from him, but you get angry, he will smite you with a freaking judgment bolt. Number 2. The Chozos. Ah, yes. The Chozos from Metroid. Wisest freaking alien in the Metroid games. Like, my friend, he said that the Chozo are so freaking wise that they couldn't even advance themselves even further. But they were a peace-loving race. They could have just built some passive-aggressive device where they wouldn't have to get their hands dirty. but they could still defend their home planet, but yet they got wiped out still by space pirates. That's only the downside, though. But the upside is they freaking raised Samus. Just think about how hard that was for them. Unlike those deviants out there. I'm not even going to mention the freaking gross fan art about them. Ah, great. Well, I suppose I just let out the Zero Suit. Oh, God. Number 1. Okay, here's my number 1 elder in history. Master Makarov, the guild master of Fairy Tail. Okay, he may be old, but he's freaking powerful. Seriously, I can name off a few spells that you probably would not want to be on the receiving end of. Giant's Wrath and Fairy Law. Giant's Wrath allows him to make his body seem heavier than it is when he's stepping on the ground. And it just basically decimates anything in his path. But that's not even as bad as Fairy Law. Fairy Law allows the caster of that spell to destroy anyone who he or she sees as the enemy. For example, Josei of Phantom Lore got killed by Fairy Law. Loxus tried to use Fairy Law, it did not work, so he just went freaking Thunder Dragon Slayer. Still couldn't beat Natsu and Gajeel, the Iron Dragon Slayer. And to top it all off, Makarov, he kicked out Loxus's father. And yet, even though Loxus has always got a huge target on Makarov's back, because he wants to overthrow Makarov. Just to change Fairy Tail for his advantage. But then again, he still failed, even after trying to activate Thunder Palace. Loxus, you fail epically. Even though you are pretty cool at Thunder Dragon slaying. Yeah. But in conclusion, Makarov has got to be the best, wisest, and most powerful elder in general. Like, if you even try to face off against him, all he has to do is Fairy Law. You're done for. Well, that's all for today. This is Berserker. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, or subscribe. This is Berserker Bahamut signing off. Mega Flares away.